Hello, lovely community. Today is for me, it is about reflecting what our guest speakers shared with us in our webinar, Leading the Change. And these are my own reflections, because I love to compare with what my opinion and my experience is, also to see, okay, is there something that I can learn? Is there something I missed? So I was focusing on the common denominator, and I found three of them. If I may summarize them, it is about leadership and visionary thinking, the first one. The second one, sustainability as a core strategy. And third one, innovation and circular economy. Now, it seems obvious, right? But let's think a little bit. Visionary thinking. Sustainability offers us a way to, or a time window, where we can use sustainability as a lever to propel the company to another or into another era. By using today's expertise to help other competitors, but also other industries to use less resources. Because resource depletion is one of the most important items, a problem to solve. And it's like crowdfunding. We need each other to solve that problem. And it helps also, like Samsung started as a fish company and is today in a technology company, a phone company. Mazda was a cork company and is today an automotive industry. Often it is a shift of perspective and mindset to see in which direction the company can move into. And sustainability offers us almost like a breathing window where we are not forced as leaders on a normative strategic level to only think in efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. There, our visionary thinking or creativity is demanded, which connects us back to entrepreneurial mindset and different perspectives. The second one was the business model, sustainability as a core strategy. I would argue that someone or a company who works on a business model framework that does not include sustainability as a core principle, not like a cloud or a concept, Northern Star, or maybe a quadrant on a whiteboard, it must be at the core. It must be one of the main drivers of a business and its future business. You are wasting your money because you're still thinking the old way, the traditional way. And we are no more in traditional times. And it's about also thinking about how do we create value and how do we capture it? The third thing is a common denominator was innovation and circular economy. And this goes, innovation, it is clear, it is about how can we interchange certain specifications, certain product materials through others who are more ESG compliant or who are ESG compliant and sustainable. How can we make it? How can we become more efficient in doing it? What can be done to attract also the clients for them to go along with us on the journey of transformation. And then the circular economy. And the circular economy is based on platforms. Just recall, 2010, 80% linear business models in the world, 20% platform models. 10 years later, the reverse, almost 80% platform models, a little bit more than 20% linear business models. This is undeniably happening, if we want it or not. This is the platform thinking, how we can create the value without a company necessarily to own all the production, the means of production, but rather to look at where can the means of connection create value, capture it. So this is really, 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 really important because platforms bring an economic advantage with them. You can use Moore's law, but you can also use the thinking of abundance instead of in the 80s with Michael Porter, putting ring fencing your company and making sure that no one could be part of your value chain. So things have shifted. Let me add another thing, purpose-led companies. Because if I'm looking at the three common denominators, sustainability as a core strategy, leaders and visionary thinking, and innovation and circular economy, purpose-led businesses. I think there is a saying in French, which is, I think, almost the same also in English and in German, that hell is paved by or with good intention. And for me, it is clear. And by the way, these are also facts. Purpose-led companies are often the ones who are directly involved in greenwashing. I repeat that. Companies who are greenwashing often hide between or behind being purpose-led. And it is normal because if you don't put sustainability at the core of your business strategy, it is a good purpose. Being purpose-led is a good intention, but nothing more. And you're not really enticed, motivated to change anything at the core of your business. And it doesn't propel you to go into an uncomfortable place, which is a visionary thinking, because it requires risks. But if you don't do that, listen, let's pause for a moment. You don't want to be necessarily recognized or remembered as a laggard, right? And if you're a CEO and you report to shareholders or to a higher hierarchy within a corporation, the main objective, usually, unless there's a specific mandate, but usually it is about for you to make sure that the company's longevity is there. It is also your duty to have excellent financial results, to also make sure that the company is being able to thrive for the next years, longevity, that you have some good shareholders and stakeholders relationships, that you propel the company to be known as a company who creates value, who captures value. Now, if you're hiding, and this is not personal, okay, but if you're hiding behind the concept of being purpose-led, you're basically putting the carriage before the horses, when you should be putting the horses first, and that the result, the carriage, will be purpose-led. It is absolutely essential that with the horses, you're thinking about how can we make sure that we have products and solutions which can sustain the long run, which can be there for more than 2 to 3 years, where you can help others and also in other sectors and be known for that, where it is going to help you transform fundamentally the company's DNA. Because if you focus only on the financial side and only on the market shares and customer satisfaction, the day you leave like this, people won't remember you. Instead, if you are also involved with your person, with the company, but also with your person, to move the thing ahead, to move the needle in the right direction, to help others, you will be remembered, or your legacy will last usually longer. So, who do you want to be? A creator, an entrepreneur, or a laggard? The choice is yours. I know it was a tough one, but sometimes we need to be reminded of what value we can generate, and that it is absolutely important that we are not only running after the events, like making sure, which is absolutely important from a strategic to operational side, if we are ESG compliant and if the investment help us to be ESG compliant, rather than, yeah, I think that instead of being only reactive, it is also good if leaders take the time and the space to recreate their companies. Thank you so much and see you soon. Bye.